Oh my God, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Oh my God. Just kidding, guys. What's up? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back for another freaking video. It's your boy D, right? And I hope you're hanging in there. I hope you're not scared. I hope you understand that this is not just an AMC thing, a crash, right? This is like a market crash. This is the overall umbrella, guys, right? And yeah, they're scared. I got to show you some mainstream media stuff today that proves to me that yeah, we haven't left, we haven't sold, right? We got this. There's nothing to fear, right? I mean, yeah, the prices are going down, but hey, this is when you buy, in my opinion. Not a financial advisor, not financial advice, right? I'm just a guy on YouTube, talks about that loves talking about stocks and educating people. So yeah, in my opinion, guys, this is not the time to sell. This is the time to buy now. That's what I'm doing, right? Because whenever this market does turn around, I don't know when it's gonna be. It's gonna be a while, probably. It's not gonna happen tomorrow, right? But eventually, it will turn around. Stocks don't go down forever, and stocks don't go up forever, right? So you have to understand that. So I hope you're not letting the mainstream media, push you around, bully you, or scare you, because especially with AMC, this is not just an AMC issue. This is a market-wide financial crazy issue. All right, guys. AMC's at 1286 right now. Jumped up 2% after hours. The earnings report is gonna come out soon, and we'll have to see what's going on with that. So I'm gonna kind of touch on that, show you the numbers and what they're expecting, right? Hopefully we can beat estimates of like revenue and things like that, right? But in my opinion, I think margin calls are close, guys. Like they have to be, right? There's just been so many dramatic falls between, Palantir and Facebook and Netflix and all these Tesla. Even Tesla was down, I think, like 10% today, guys. So yeah, just a crazy, nasty, ugly crash in the market today. But it's part of how the market works, guys. Part of it, I think, is because of the interest rates, right? Raising the interest rates puts fear, makes money more expensive, right? And that's what I think is causing all of this. It wasn't priced in yet. It's getting priced in right now, right? So yeah, guys, that's the intro. Let's get into the info, right? Thank you to the subscribers, to the new people. I appreciate y'all. As always, I'm gonna do my best always to keep you guys updated with the most current information, and I'll just always give you my, honest opinion. So yeah, let's jump into it, right? Yeah, the first, I'm gonna show you that clip of this lady that to me is proving that we have not left, right? They're blaming retail basically that we're the cause for this crash, right? We knew they were going to blame us, even though this isn't the first crash in history. We knew they were going to use this as a scapegoat when we finally won. The end is near, and they're starting to point fingers, right, at us. Check this out. Who bought the AMCs and the Pelotons and the GameStops? They haven't sold out yet. So a lot of folks are saying these guys lost a lot of money. Many of them are still in the market. Some of them really don't know what they're doing because they're novice amateur traders who started when they were born. They don't really know much about stocks. We can't figure out when the real bottom of the overall market is that our 401ks are invested in. Because the mean guys are still there. They don't know when to exit. Wow. Wow. So it's creating a broader problem. Very big. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're creating this problem, right? Like just because we're holding long-term investments, no, guys, it's the over leveraging, it's the credit borrowing, it's the manipulation, the over, extending yourself, borrowing too much. What the hedge funds have done, in my opinion, right? That they over leverage the whole market, and now it's all wacky, it's out of balance, it needs to rebalance, right? That's why we're seeing the things that we're seeing. Okay. So yeah, she said they're not leaving and they may not leave. Exactly, because we're buying and holding. Like this is the way, this is the plan, right? And I don't care if you're an AMC or GME or there's no division, guys. Like we have the same mission, right? We want to squeeze these guys. We want to, get the transparency and so on. So I just wanted to show you that. That's ridiculous. But we are creating, this is another tweet from another guy, right? So we're creating a broader problem, question mark. Nah, they created the broader problem, not covering when they could have. They could have covered months ago, right? They had the opportunity and continued hiding the FTDs, kick it down the road, continued creating synthetic, shares, being too obvious with short and distort. So we did it. We did the DD. They kept being criminal. And what was I gonna say? Sure, I forgot. Okay, well, the short and distort, that's actually a tactic that they have proven to be used, right? Like they use that. They put out negative news. They pay the companies that put out the articles to put fear out there, right? And so AMC's up 4% after hours, guys. 1305. I don't really care what the price is, right, until we get the squeeze. And best believe if it goes under 10, I'm gonna get some dry powder and add some more shares, right? Because that would be a hell of a deal. Because in my opinion, guys, like even the normal trading range of AMC without them shorting it to death, right, would be like $20 to $30. I think is like a fair value, right? So you still have a chance to make money on the upside here, right? When the market stops crashing. Good news, right, for AMC in the movies, right? This is what I'm saying. Like, this is not an AMC thing. Their business right now is doing okay right now, according to this, right? So, Doctor Strange 2 tops global box office with $450 million, delivers biggest opening of 2022, right? And then we have the stock going down, right, massively today, even though there's good news. But that's because of the overall market, right? So yeah, just we'll take a look at the chart. I mean, I told you guys in the last video, right, that if it did come down, it would come down to this level, and it's right about there. Okay, it's not quite there, but it could, because it's just been stuck in this channel, right, for a minute now, until we get that reverse action coming up, right, until things start to work themselves out. Or if the shorts cover, of course, if they get squeezed, margin calls, whatever, if they are forced to close, because that's what's going to happen. They're going to be forced to close, right? They're not going to just close their positions because they want to or because they're scared, right? So yeah, this is not much else, we're underneath the EMAs. We broke this major support line right here. It could be a fake out, and if we start to reverse, I expect the explosion to be pretty big. And I also think Adam Aron's going to, put some good news out there today. I think he's going to, he always has like a trick, right? He always has like something up his sleeve that he doesn't really announce until the earnings call. So I want to see what's up with that, right? Yeah, so the over leveraging, guys, this is what I'm talking about. The reverse repurchase agreements right now is at pretty much an all-time high, $1.8 trillion, right? Insane. And then what was the other? Let's see. Okay, the SPY. This is where it can get ugly, guys. I had to add another support line because it's breaking every support line, right? So I added this one. The next one would come all the way down to like 380. So if you think there's no more pain, there is still a chance for pain, right? And yeah, this is what it looks like, right? And you already got the crosses. This is all bearish, guys. I mean, there's nothing bullish. And this is the SPY, so it reflects like the overall action in the market, right? So that's where you want to start. That's how I know it's not just an AMC thing, right? Okay, so for earnings, AMC, what you want to expect is a loss, right, of negative 62 cents per share, and then the revenue right here, versus negative 140 in Q1 of 2021, 769 million revenue. In my opinion, I think we have a chance of beating that. I know it's like, I mean, slightly, I don't think we'll smash it, but who knows? We'll have to wait and see what the numbers are. Versus 148 million in Q1 of 2021, right? And hopefully, yeah, they give an update on what is going on with Highcroft Mining and their investment in that as well, right? So we have to wait and see what Adam Aron says in this earnings call. That's all I got for AMC, guys. Let's go ahead and jump into BBIG. So BBIG, there's supposedly 100,000 shares left to borrow. Even though they had ran out, they got a few more, right, to short us with. It's not a lot, but currently BBIG is at 294. And again, it was brought down because of the overall market. So I'm still expecting a move here, though, because of the calls that landed in the money last week. We had like 40, I think it was like almost 49,000 calls that landed in the money. So they have to deliver those, right? People start exercising their contracts. That's where the action comes in, and the buying pressure, that's where it comes from, right? And then we also have it's until May 18th that you have until then to buy it, or it's the 16th actually, because it's T+2, right? In order for your shares to settle, it takes 2 days. So you would want to be on the books by May 16th in order to get the Cryptyde dividend, right? So let's just look at the chart. The reason it came back down is because it got rejected off the 200 EMA here. So now it's on the 100, and it broke a little bit below it, but the super trend is still green for now. We're gonna have to wait a couple days, right? Maybe by Wednesday, we'll see if we can get this reversal. If not, it'll just come right back down and test this area, which is around 272, right? So that's the chart. going back here, the resistance that I expect if we do get a pop right is going to be around 550, just looking from the past price action. And yeah, we got this bounce here, right? So now we're up here. We got to wait and see if we can, get the bounce off this 100 EMA and start making its way back up. I don't think every day is going to be red this week, right? Usually there's 1 or 2 green days. So if we can get a nice move, maybe we'll end up, coming to this area. But it's not guaranteed, guys. All right, we just gotta wait and see what this week kind of holds for us. There's a lot of fear out there, a lot of stuff going on in the world, right? So as far as the chain, this is July 15th. I'll go back to it right now. Let's just go to this week for now. Again, the heavy volume is at the $3 mark, right? For Friday. But they still have to worry about last week's 33,000 that landed in the money as well, right? So this is where you get the opportunity for a gamma squeeze. If we can get these in the money, this by Friday, it just becomes a loop, right? Where every week they have to cover and then an exercise, cover and exercise. People start doing that motion, that flow. That's what causes, huge buying pressure from the market makers, because they have to go and buy the shares in order to cover the calls that they sold, right? So that's where it is, because if they're just selling contracts, that's considered naked short selling, right? Because they don't have the shares to cover it, right? So, and yeah, in my opinion, guys, like they're saying that a lot of retail investors don't know what they're doing. But ever since about a year ago, right, like or more, right, ever since the GameStop thing, we have done so much DD, so much research. I feel way more knowledgeable, right, than I did back then. So I believe that, that's a lie. I think a lot of people are actually more educated now and understand, how things are going, right? Or how things work and the mechanics of the market. I'm staying put, guys. I'm with my positions, my shares, right? Just what I'm doing. I've been in the markets. I understand that there is volatility, especially when there's fear. But when, things level out, supply chain stuff starts getting back, that's when you're going to want to, go long on things for sure, because that's when, you'll see the reversal, in my opinion, right? So for now, we just got to cruise, right, and wait. But there's no need to get emotional, right? Because it's only a loss when you sell. When you accept that price, if you sell it at that price, that's when the price is real, right? Okay, so yeah, that's what I got for BBIG. Like I said, I'm still expecting a good move to go test 455 by Wednesday, Thursday, right? Depending on what's going on with the options, but we'll have to keep an eye on that. Next, let's just cover Lucid. Again, Tesla, Lucid, Rivian, all the EVs today just tanked. Had an ugly red day. Yeah, because they're all saying, again, the supply chain, the production and so on. It's becoming more expensive. They did raise prices, but in the long run, that's what's gonna help Lucid, because they already they have proof that there's a lot of demand, right? Like they can't even keep up with the demand. They're missing the supply, right? So yeah, still in a downtrend. We had bounced off this, came right back to it and broke underneath it. So it's not looking the prettiest, right? The lowest here was 1612. And what are we currently at? 1646. So we do have a chance to go down a little bit more. I don't see why it would go even lower than that, but of course, anything's possible, right? Don't matter. This is a good time. This is what's called averaging down, right? Because if you have say you bought stocks at 30, now it's at 15, 16, 17. The more you buy, it'll lower your cost average, right? It's going to average the overall, like when you bought this share, that share, a year later, it's half a year later, whatever. It gives you the average, right? So when you buy under your price that you first initially got in at, it's called averaging down, right? But if you buy when it goes up, say you bought at 30 and the price is at 50, you're buying at 50, it's going to average you up, right? So that's how that works. So yeah, I'm nasty. Just three days, red days, right? Just bringing us down. And yeah, why Lucid and Nikola, right? They all dropped today. Again, it's talking about the supply chain, and because so it's not just like a problem with Lucid. That's the thing. That's my whole point, right? Like it's affecting like everybody, all EV makers and so on. And yeah, they said they were going to raise the rates, or not the rates, the prices, right? But they did make 57 million. They delivered 360 vehicles, and they're still working and grinding, right? So in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with the business, the fundamentals right now, right? So That's why I think it's still a good long-term investment, right? For Lucid. That's where I'm at with that. And then, man, even Bitcoin taking the nasty hit, right? So this is the daily chart. It was just at 40, right? 2 weeks ago, 40K. Boom, all the way down to 30K, 31 right now. So definitely at its last leg right here of support, guys. It could get ugly. It could get down to 20 in my opinion, right? And I don't own Bitcoin. I don't have any position in Bitcoin. I'm just showing you like the overall crypto market as well is down. So AMC's at 1308. There's a lot of volatility after hours. I still don't see the numbers as far as like the financials. But we'll have to wait and see. 1324. Holy crap. It's kind of moving, all right, guys? So we're going to have to, wrap it up here. Let's go see real quick. Watch, I'll bring it back up. Let's go to the 2-minute, see what's going on. There does seem to be volume coming in, and our RSI is already high, right? So there must have been some kind of news that broke. I'm gonna have to go and look for that, guys. But yeah, just wanted to check in with you today. It's up 6% after hours. Some kind of news must have happened, right? So we'll have to wait and see what that's about. All right, guys. So yeah, thank you for coming by the channel. Hope you're hanging in there like I am, right? There's no need to panic. That's the worst things. The worst thing you could do in the stock market is panic. You have to know your plan and follow your plan and not let anybody, mess around with your head. Your plan is your plan, right? It's your money, it's your investment. Always make your own decisions when it comes to investing and trading and so on. All right, guys. So hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll have to see, what MC has in store for us, guys, this week. But keep your heads up. I love y'all. Peace.